Yo, Still Bills, what's the deal, man? Nigga leaving Walmart, heading to the crib, and kick my feet up before I go to the gym, man. But peep game, I want to get into some shit, right? And that's so I'm hearing that the PBC have finally sent the counter offer to Callum Smith for a potential fight in October with David Benavidez, and I'm just like this, Brody. All this shit just seems weird to me, man. It's really just the setting of everything about this situation is weird, because why are you looking to fight in October? It's kind of seeming like you kind of want to go up against Bivol and Beterbiev in the sense of like who can outdo the other in buys. I'm getting that notion, which I'm not too mad at it. I'm honestly not. I'm not mad at it, but the best way to, if let's say you do beat Callum Smith, the best way to ensure that you get that fight, the best way to promote that fight would be to fight on the undercard of that fight. On the undercard of that fight. And so if you beat Callum Smith and then you get the winner of the winner, but you get the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol, what other way to promote that? What better way to promote that than promoting it like that? Why fight in October when on a separate card, dog? Like, it just, nothing about this dude is making sense, man. It's illogical step after illogical step. Why the fuck would you send Callum Smith an offer to fight when you got an offer early on in the year to fight in the same month? There's everything, like, nobody is catching on to this shit, and it's driving me up the wall. Well, I won't say nobody. I'll say his fans. And I'm not saying bang on him. I'm just simply saying bring shit to light on how weird that this dude is moving. It makes no sense. It makes no sense for you to turn down a fight just to double back and send the dude that you turned down an offer. It just don't make no sense. And PBC cannot match Turki Al-Sheik's war chest. Why test it? Why not just go over there, get that fight, get on the undercard of that fight, so it can, if you beat Callum Smith, you get the winner of that fight, and it, just the promotion and the marketing behind it goes, it rocket propels the fight if y'all do decide to fight that much more. And you allegedly talking about y'all, at least Samson Lukowicz is saying that y'all are interested in going over there and fighting in fucking the UK, which I'm not mad at. I think, just every fighter should be inconvenienced at some point in time in their career. Go over there where the fan base is bigger at. If you got a belt over there, take your ass over there and debo that shit up off of them. But why are you so reluctant to fight in Saudi? And you're a Vegas fighter then, but you're willing to accommodate Callum Smith by going over there to fight to fight in London. It just don't make no sense, man. Like, it makes zero sense that you would do that. Like, what's the point? You may as well took the fight. You may as well just agree to the fight in the first place. The whole thing is you're doubling back to fight a dude, to offer a dude a fight that you was initially offered in fucking February. None of this shit is logically based, man. I don't get the resentment, man. Like, why are you so repellent to a Turkey offer? I don't get it. I don't get it. And this is why I'm like, y'all quit prioritizing this nigga, man. It's illogical steps, man. His team is just ill-equipped to run this dude's career, because there's no way you could tell me that was a logical move. You turn down a fight with a bigger bag attached to it just to double back and offer a dude the same dude to fight for a lesser price point. And you gonna inconvenience yourself going to fucking you have no problem inconveniencing yourself to go to the UK, but you draw the line at fighting in Saudi. You just can't make this shit up, bro. You can't, like, the shit writes itself, bro. at some point you gotta, his fans have to say, dog, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not mad. I've been calling for, David and Callum. I've been calling for that for about a year now. I've been calling for that for some time, if not a year, close to it. And I've been laughed at and ostracized for it because let everybody else tell it, Callum is gonna get his ass beat. I just heard a reel with my man Knockout Boxing. Shout out to KO, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Yo, that's a beat down waiting to happen. I'm like, based on what? All right, cool. Let's say it is. Let's make the fight happen. Let's just make it happen. Fuck it. Just make it happen. That's a fight that I want to see. That's a fight that I want to see. But just stop the dumb shit, man. This dude is not a high enough priority to do this shit. Just to continually, perpetually make these missteps in his career. Why are you doubling back to fight? To send a dude an offer that you was offered early on in the year for a bigger bag. This shit is. It really makes my head hurt even talking about it, bro. Because why? Just why not? Why not just accept the fight? And it just fighting in October is just like, this shit is weird. Let's aim for October, the same month coincidentally that Better BF and Bavard are fighting in. When you could have just fucking took the offer from Turkey in the first place and fought on the undercard. God damn, man! I just be looking like my dude. Is someone gonna tell him? Is someone gonna tell his team, bro? This shit this is stupid. Is there nobody over there on Team Benavidez that's saying, man, this ain't too logical? This isn't too logical of a step. Because we're looking to fight a dude in the same month that we was originally sent the offer to fight him in, and we turned it down. There's nobody on Team Benavidez that's saying, Brody, we turned down the fight just to revisit the fight in the same month. Oh my God, man! This shit is petty, man. It's petty. You see me? I'm yawning. I'm yawning because I'm tired of the bullshit, Brody. I'm tired of it, man. God damn, just get in the fucking, just sign the contract, man. Everybody that you have fought have had to come and see you on your home turf. There's nothing wrong with going over there to fight, and you a Vegas fighter until it's time to fight fucking Callum Smith in the UK potentially. Like, why couldn't we have just gotten this shit on the Bavard Better BF undercard? Why couldn't we just somebody explain this shit to me? Somebody explain the logic to me behind this shit, man. Because we a couple of months out from the 5v5 Matchroom versus Queensberry card, bro. And if they can't get that fight over the line with David and Callum, we supposed to get Anthony and Callum. And I just, what exactly? I don't know what the, I stay out of contract disputes. That's way beyond my range of expertise. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care to know. You dig? Unless it's something that is so vagrant that it needs to be, spoken on. I don't know, bro. This is petty. This is petty A-side politic bullshit. And what's taking it? Like, why would Callum even need a week to respond to this shit? Why does he need a week? If he needs a week to go off, to iron out the details or whatever, that means that's telling me that there's some bullshit going on behind the scene. There's some bullshit going on behind the scene. And if I'm being real, I wouldn't be accepting no offer from the PBC, no way, because they can't match what Turkey did. So this is, to me, you ask me, this is dead in the water. You can't get me what the fuck Turkey was about to get me. No, you can't do that for me. So I'm cool. I'm chucking the deuces. That would just be my mindset. And maybe, Maybe that's why I'm not a professional fighter. Maybe, hey. But this dude is just... Oh, my God. You need a week. Why you need a week, Callum? Just come on out and say it. Maybe you got to keep looking over the contract, reading down the fine print to see that, yo, maybe this shit is saying... Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe this shit is saying something that that's just going over my head. Man, fuck all that. That shit is saying what it's saying. That shit is saying what it's saying, man. I'd have just chucked deuces, bro. Like, man, nah, I ain't fucking with this shit. If what's in that contract is not equivalent to what Turkey sent David, then I wouldn't even be paying that shit no mind. I wouldn't be paying that shit no mind. And as I've been saying, Brody, I'm not. Jesse Hart, bro. Jesse Hart. I feel like Jesse Hart, because if he can't get Callum or Anthony Yard in the ring, it's going to be Jesse Hart. And I feel like he's not going to get any of them dudes in the ring. Because I don't think these cats is negotiating in good faith, bro. And I could be wrong. Prove me wrong so we can get the fight over the line, man. But it's just the steps that you've taken this far in your career that is a serious head scratcher. I don't understand why you doubling back to this nigga. After you already turned the fight down, you turned the fade down. Because you don't want to fight in Saudi and you a fucking Vegas fighter. Now you want to go over there. You, Samson, talking about y'all ain't got no problem with going over there to fight in the UK, bro. This shit is weird. This shit is weird. And none of his fans call the dumb shit out. It's too early. David, I need y'all to understand this. David is too underachieved for him to be doing shit like this. That's just a reality that motherfuckers just gonna have to come to grips with, man. David, his entire stock is predicated on the defamation campaign of Canelo Alvarez. And he's just gonna take that shit and fucking run with it. That's why this nigga think he get privileges to over everybody else. Look at how he's moving, bro. This is diva shit for somebody who ain't even touched diva status. I'm a Vegas fighter. What the fuck Earl Spence look like saying I'm a Texas fighter when it's time for him to go get that belt? Even though David has a belt. David has a belt. But this is if he doesn't have a fight, like a win over beating Callum Smith is a better win than Caleb Plant. That's not even up for debate. Callum Smith is a better win than Caleb Plant. You do not have a better win on your resume than Callum Smith, dog. You do not. For you to be acting like this. The fact of the matter is that the fact that Caleb Plant is your best win, that says a lot about your career and how lackluster of it is. Caleb Plant was a good win. Caleb Plant was a good win. But let's add nuance and texture to it, Brody. That dude had already been knocked out, and he had a belt taken from him. You didn't fight him when he was a champion. It's not a bad win. It definitely isn't, because I think Caleb Plant is a good fighter. I think he's still a top 10 super middleweight. I honestly do. I think he's a top 10 super middleweight. But he's like, his signature win as of now is Uzkateki. Could you say Darrell? Now, are any of them, Uzkateki or Darrell, do they show the high ceiling of a Joshua Buatsi? And we ain't even gotta say Darrell. Yeah, we can say Darrell. No. We won't say Darrell. We'll say a Trevor McCumbee or not Subway Mike Lee, but Caleb Truax. Are they better scalps than fucking Joshua Buatsi? No. They're not. They're not. Uzkateki wasn't a better win than George Groves in the Super 6. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This dude is too early in his career. And it's not even early, bro. This dude has been a professional for some years. Now, he's already a 2-time champion, 3-time champion, 2-division champion. And it's lackluster, bro. You have underachieved in your career for you to you're too underachieved for you to be acting like this, bro, with just these miscalculated stats because you think you're bigger than the program. There was nothing stopping you from going to get that work over there in Saudi Arabia, bro. just for you to double back and revisit the fight that you was initially offered on in the same month. Like, goddamn, how doesn't nobody see this shit? Well, not nobody. How doesn't his fans see this shit? The reason why I'm able to bypass a lot of the bullshit that goes on with Canelo Alvarez is because of how achieved he is. Okay, you gonna fight David Arwell? It is what it is. I like to see that fight more so than anything, but hey, it is what it is. David doesn't have that luxury because he hasn't put in the road. He hasn't put in the road work. Vosdick in most cases would be your best win, but that dude, like, he's been fresh off the couch. He was off the couch 3 years back at just not world level, the highest level. I think you take if Vosdick had been back, a year and a half, 2 years before he fought David, that's easily his best win if he beats him. But he wasn't fighting he wasn't operating at the highest level. No, bro. Caleb Plant, he was fighting at the highest level. He was a little bit more active. You dig? I'm just saying, you're not as accomplished. You're not accomplished enough to do the shit that you're doing. And I keep making videos about this dude. Man, listen, dog, y'all, I don't hate him. I'm not a fan of him, though. I'm not a fan of him. And it's because of shit like this. I have to be hypercritical when it comes to him. The dude is too underachieved to be doing shit like this. You are doubling back to a fighter that you turned down to fight him in the same months that you was initially offered to fight him in. Because you don't want to fight in Saudi. Because you want to be a Vegas fighter. Because you don't want to bend the knee to Turkey, bro. It's all this wild shit going on. At this rate, every light heavyweight you come across that's a factor has ties to Turkey. So eventually you're going to have to go and holler at him anyway. So you may as well went to Saudi. You may as well went to Saudi. Like, goddamn. Do y'all not want to make the most bang for your buck? Do you not want the highest purse, the biggest purse you can get? Start making better decisions, man. Goddamn. Make better choices. Make better choices. Because it is not a foregone conclusion that you're going to beat Callum Smith. I don't know what the fuck niggas is talking about. You ain't about to just go in there and waltz through no Callum Smith and you might not beat him. Callum Smith has more layers and you're going to have to adjust to. You're going to have to worry about more shit to adjust to with Callum Smith than he is with you. The only thing he's going to have to deal with you about is pressure. Consistent pressure and punching and volume punching. You have to deal with a jab or straight. You have to deal with a catch and shoot counter. You have to deal with a devilish uppercut. You have a multitude of layers that you have to adjust to. But your pressure in itself is what makes you such a live dog in that fight and possibly a favorite in that fight because we know Callum Smith does not like pressure. But if he is able to circumvent that pressure, what the fuck are you going to do? So it's not even a foregone conclusion that you beat Callum Smith. I don't know what nigga, that's a 50-50 fight. I don't know what niggas is talking about. So you would have been better off just taking that fight on the better be even before undercard, at least gotten a bigger bag out of it. But no, here the fuck we are, you doubling back to fight a dude that you turned down to fight him in the same month that you was initially. Like, this shit just don't make no sense, man. I don't know if it's your squadron or who it is, but man, whoever is making these choices for you, if it's you making these choices, man, you got to get up under the tutelage of somebody, man, because this shit is ass backwards. It makes no fucking sense. It's just bro, like this shit is gross. God damn. I want the fight. I want this fight to be made so we can get clarity. I'm telling you, the picture overall would be a lot more clearer after this fight. Win, lose, or draw between the two of them. So let's get it over the line. But in order to get it over the line, y'all got to stop making illogical ass moves to get it over the line. God damn, man. That's all the fuck I gotta say about it. I'm going here to kick it before I go to the gym, man. I'll get with y'all tomorrow morning, yo. Doses.